You don't need to invest in a whole bunch of real estate to make passive income. You don't need to go and start some physical business that you need to spend your physical time at to make passive income. You can do this through DeFi. Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. In today's video, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go down the rabbit hole and I'm going to attempt to physically show you all why digital assets like XRP, XLM, HBAR, XDC aren't experiencing the same amount of significant price appreciation as digital assets like Ethereum or other digital assets. And it has a lot to do with decentralized finance, decentralized exchanges, trading pairs, liquidity being provided for those trading pairs, and so on and so forth. And we'll hopefully, by watching this video breakdown, give you all a firm understanding of the environment in which we operate in now, the potential environment in the digital asset ecosystem that we are headed into, and really breaking down for you by giving you guys physical examples showing you all why digital assets like the ones I mentioned, i.e. these utility bags that a lot of us are holding, especially people that watch my platform, aren't performing as well as we'd like them to. All right. I announced to you all today, imagine making money while you sleep with traditional routes that tie you down with headaches and physical responsibilities. Now, you need to understand that it is possible with decentralized finance to earn money while you sleep without all of these physical headaches and responsibilities via the old traditional routes of investing. I personally, at this moment, earn over $1,000 a month effortlessly without trading, without using leverage, all in passive income. Now, I've never brought this part of my investing career to my social media platforms, but that is all about to change. Okay. You guys obviously, of course, know that I'm a day trader. You also know that I'm a long-term investor, but I also have a DeFi portfolio where I make passive income by being a liquidity provider, farming these digital assets or staking these digital assets. And they pay me out in fees, trading fees, and so on and so forth. We'll get into all that in later video breakdowns, but I just want to make this very clear. We are entering into a future of a global digital economy where CBDCs, stablecoins, and crypto all exist harmoniously, and everything will be tokenized on digital platforms using blockchain and DLT.
Basis, but what is certain that is over the coming years, finance is going to be digitized and be running on blockchain rails, not just for currencies, but also equities and bonds and debt and all kinds of financial instruments.
Policy reasons, so it'll be different digital currencies used for different use cases, I think, that we'll see in the future.
Okay, this space, this digital asset ecosystem, Web3, crypto, the whole entire shebang, the fourth industrial revolution is only set to scale. Yes, regulations are going to be a hindrance along the way. Yes, we're going to see some more rug pulls. We're going to see some more major projects go bust, so on and so forth. But that is all part of the maturation of this digital asset ecosystem. So exciting news. Here at CYPRX, in collaboration with some of our Web3 researchers, like Mr. Aquaman and Mr. Man XRP, whom I'm assuming the vast majority of my followers know, we will be launching a new additional educational platform to share our DeFi investing strategies, to show you all how we are making passive income. And this is just a portion of my portfolio as an example, a position that I just opened up last night. You can see the initial deposit making me about 210% on this DEX called Turbos. And in the last 24 hours, I've already made about $14 on this position. Now, this just goes into my overall monthly income. This is, again, just one of my positions, but I'm going to physically show you all in this educational platform that we are building, and so is Mr. Aquaman and so on and so forth, how we enter into these positions, how we manage our money, how we manage these positions, how and what platforms you need to get started, everything encompassed into DeFi, into DEXs, into decentralized applications, into earning yield, into earning monthly passive income. Okay. It's not just about trading. It's not just about long-term hodling. It is also about how can we make money passively while we sleep. All right. So before we get into this explanation, so I can show you guys physically why digital assets that provide utility that are way better than Ethereum, especially in gas fees, especially in transaction times, and so on and so forth. I mean, the list goes on, right? XDC, just as a comparable example, compare it to ETH in the form of statistics, it's 100 times better. But the price of XTC right now is worth about 3 cents, and the price of Ethereum is in the upwards of a couple $1,000 per ETH, right? Why is that? We need to understand. First, before we get into that, we need to understand what type of environment we are in. So we're going to take a second. We're going to go back to the Davos event that took place at the beginning of last year, and we're going to listen to John Lambert, the Chief Digital Officer of MasterCard, clear the air for you all so that you don't think I'm making this up. We are operating right now in a trading environment. That means 95% of the transactions in the digital asset space are due to speculative day trading.
But since we think the future value of crypto is for payments and not for speculative trading, the natural connection on
resiliency, but also with that energy efficiency. But the promise is there, and so I think it would be foolish to dismiss it. What is more interesting, I think, is the utility. What is the use case? Mm-hmm. We all know that trading has been 95% of all the activity. We all know that trading has been 95% of all the activity. But what is the utility? What is the use case that it will bring that will truly unlock the value of it? And that's I think what we're all working towards.
We are not operating in a utility-driven environment. That means that digital assets that provide real-world value, utility, are not being utilized for their utility, right? So that means XDC, XLM, HBAR, okay, so on and so forth. Yes, to some degree they are, but on a mass scale, they are not. So once you understand what Jordan Lambert just said to you all, you can then further understand what it is that I'm about to explain to you all. So just as an example, okay, we're going to head over here to this fundamental piece that came out just at the beginning of April, okay? And you're going to need to understand this. And I know that it might get boring because I'm going to be reading something to you all, but if you have a solid attention span and you're an investor in this digital asset space, you need to be paying attention, especially if you're invested in utility. And if at any point in time in your trading or investing career, you felt, oh, why am I investing in utility? Because these assets, especially like XDC, haven't really performed too well in comparison to other assets like meme coins, as an example, okay? And you might feel that you're investing in the wrong assets, which in my personal opinion, long-term, these utility-driven assets, once we transition into a utility-driven market, will perform much better. However, in the now, they are going to continue to be outperformed by digital assets like Ether or meme coins because of what I'm about to show you. Okay, so check this out. Here we have this platform, April 5th, 2024. This platform called XSwap. All right, cost-effective trading boom. XSwap DEX, which is short for decentralized exchange, for the first time, it's a record all-time high volume. XSwap, a popular trading platform on XDC network, hit a new milestone by crossing a $1 million trading volume in the last 24 hours. That's going to play an important role. We're going to highlight that and come back to that. Okay. This marks an all-time high for the DEX and signifies a surge in its popularity within the Web3 community. Now, let's understand what a decentralized exchange is. A decentralized exchange is a digital platform that allows users to trade directly with each other on a blockchain network while retaining control of their funds. Traditional exchanges like NASDAQ have professional market makers who ensure liquidity and set prices. These professionals benefit from the system by earning profits through the spread between buying and selling prices. That's also important. We're going to go ahead and we're going to highlight that. Okay. Again, make sure that you all are paying attention because a lot of people are sleeping on DeFi, and I'm about to physically show you all why your utility bags are not performing as well as other assets. This setup limits participation to select groups of financial experts and institutions, making it challenging for the average person to make on similar roles due to the complexities in financial instruments involved. In contrast, decentralized exchanges like XSwap DEX empower the community, that's us, normal every average day retailers, to provide liquidity. Okay, so we can be liquidity providers. Do you see this? All right. This goes hand in hand with what I just read to you. Traditional exchanges like NASDAQ have professional market makers who ensure liquidity at set prices. Well, platforms like XSwap are now allowing us as manual retail investors to be liquidity providers for these trading pairs. This means anyone can become a market maker, offering more people the opportunity to participate and benefit. This approach broadens access, allowing more people to contribute as liquidity providers. Additionally, as a decentralized exchange platform, XSwap enables users to trade directly from their wallets without any middleman, ensuring greater security and control over their funds. So based off of what I just showed you, again, I'm providing liquidity on this DEX right here, Turbos, for the Soy USDC trading pair. And because I'm providing liquidity to this trading pair, I'm making roughly around, it fluctuates from time to time, about 193% APR on my overall initial deposit on this particular trading pair in this particular position. Now I have multiple positions. And again, like I mentioned, we're going to be curating an educational platform that teaches you all more about this in depth, to show you all our positions, to show you all how to get in and out of positions, and to teach you more about decentralized finance. Okay. So if what I just read to you seems appetizing and you don't want to just sit on your hands and hold bags long term, and you actually want to be making yield on your investments while you sleep, you actually want to be earning money while you sleep. Okay, not just hoping for some bull market cycle, but also investing in these digital assets, holding them for the long term. And while you're holding them for the long term, actually making money on them, seeing them appreciate in value over time while earning fees for being a liquidity provider, then make sure that you're following us on X for further updates. Make sure that you're following us on YouTube, because I'm telling you, this educational platform that we drop is going to be monumental for any individual looking to get involved in decentralized finance. Now, I just want to show you guys that this is no joke. The market's only going to continue to accelerate. This is just a little tiny piece from CoinsPad. And it goes on to say, as we observe this technology, it has matured significantly, offering more robust, secure, and user-friendly platforms. This evaluation has made DeFi more accessible and reliable for the average user. Consequently, there's a growing awareness, understanding of cryptocurrencies and DeFi among the general public, i.e., hint, hint, mass adoption incoming. Okay. It's only going to get bigger, ladies and gentlemen. More and more people are becoming educated about how these systems work and the benefits that they offer over traditional finance. Back to the post that I mentioned, you don't need to invest in a whole bunch of real estate to make passive income. You don't need to go and start some physical business that you need to spend your physical time at to make passive income. You can do this through DeFi, and we here at CYPRX are going to show you how we do it. Now, overall, the DeFi industry is estimated to grow 42.5% all the way up until 2030, with the market size expected to reach 231 billion. There are so many opportunities between now and then to make passive income, to get into decentralized finance, to really understand and mature as an investor the potential possibilities that you have outside of just holding assets long term. Okay. I'm telling you guys right now, when you see what it is that we're about to deliver, it's going to literally blow your mind how much money you've most likely been missing out on just buying these digital assets and holding them. So now for the meat of this video. Okay. Now what everybody has most likely been waiting for. I'm not stalling you guys. I just wanted to explain this to you all so you can really truly see the potential possibilities that are coming. Okay. Let me show you all physically why Ethereum is so much money and why HBAR, XDC are not. Okay. So we're on DeFi Llama. Okay. I'm not going to go into detail as to what DeFi Llama is right now, but we can clearly see utilizing this tool. This is a tool that's going to show us things like the total value locked on the Ethereum network. Okay. And we can see right here currently as we speak, there, according to DeFi Llama, is $55.3 billion in total value locked on Ethereum. Now, if we scroll down here, remember what I just read to you guys, these DEXs, these lending platforms, these yielding platforms, so on and so forth, are all decentralized exchanges, decentralized applications that allow you to be the market maker, to provide liquidity for these trading pairs. Okay, again, remember what we highlighted here. And I want to show you all how many platforms there are that provide access to Ethereum and the Ethereum network. Okay, so you can just see right here. We got a liquid staking platform. We got a restaking platform, a lending platform. We got DEXs, we got services, liquid staking platforms, yield platforms, farm earning platforms, so on and so forth. And just look at how long the list is. I mean, look at this scroll bar right here. Okay. I could continue to go down, and you can see the amount of money that's in each of these platforms: 5 million, 5 million, 5 million, 5 million, 6 million, 8 million, so on and so forth, 10 million, 13 million, 17 million, and it goes on. You guys get the picture. Scrolling all the way up to the top, because the highest amount is at the top. You can see as we scroll up here, you got Uniswap at 4.9 billion in TVL locked on the Ethereum network. You got AAV with $9.1 billion locked on the Ethereum network. Okay. This is why Ethereum is so much money. It's so valuable right now. There is so much more access to the Ethereum network via all of these DEXs, via all of these dApps, via all of these platforms. Now, let me show you all why your XDC bags aren't performing as well as other digital assets. If you go here, you click chains and you go to the XDC network. Look at the total value locked on the XDC network, $8.5 million. I just showed you one DEX, one dApp, one platform on the Ethereum network. We go back to Ethereum that has the total value locked on the XDC network on one platform. Look at this. Okay, look, here's let's find an $8 million platform. Boom, right here. Sega, I don't even know what this is. Let's go to a lending platform, Sturdy, has $8.8 million locked on the Ethereum network. Okay, you see that? Right there. Again, we go back to XDC, and you can see this is why XDC is worth 3 cents right now. Because again, yes, XDC outperforms Ethereum when it comes to utility, lower gas fees, faster transaction times, so much more efficient and effective than Ethereum, in my personal opinion. But when it comes to trading volume, when it comes to providing liquidity and the amount of individuals that are providing liquidity for these trading pairs, i.e. Ethereum trading pairs across these multiple different platforms, Ethereum clearly outperforms XDC, which is why XDC is 3 cents and Ethereum is not. Okay. Are you all starting to see what I'm seeing right now, right? Okay. I'm not making this up. I'm physically showing you. And now let me show you again. There also is not a lot of access to XDC trading pairs. Remember the vast list that we had when we were looking at Ethereum? Well, look at how many platforms there are that offer trading pairs, platforms, DEXs, lending platforms for the XDC network. There's only 5, according to this website. You got Fathom, you got XSwap, who again, sitting at right now 2.38 million, right? Just for the first time in April, what did I just show you guys? Hit a $1 million trading volume in the last 24 hours. And this was only April 2024. Now, this shows you 2 things. This shows you why digital assets like XDC are nowhere near the price of Ethereum. But this also shows you the potential possibility for the upside of a digital asset like XDC. Why? Because I just showed you all that the total DeFi industry is set to be worth $230 billion by 2030. And we can clearly see that there are starting to be more platforms in the form of decentralized finance, decentralized exchanges, dApps, and so on and so forth, that are providing access to the XDC network. And so you can imagine the future potential that this has. Okay. So I wanted to show you all this, and you can do this on XRP. You can do this on XLM. You can do this on HBAR. All right. So I hope that this gives you guys an inside perspective as to the potential that you have as a long-term investor in this space to not only be holding these digital assets like HBAR, like XDC, but actually making yield on them, actually making a percentage for holding these digital assets and providing liquidity to these DEXs, to these lending platforms, and so on and so forth, which again, we'll get into in further video breakdowns. And that is why we're building an educational platform to teach people how we are doing this, so I can physically hands-on show you all how I am making well over $1,000 per month effortlessly while I sleep by being a liquidity provider, right? And so if that interests you, again, make sure that you're subscribed to the platform. Stay tuned for more updates on the building out of this educational platform for you. We're going to be adding it to the monthly membership that we already provide here at CYPRX, building it out for you guys behind the scenes. Make sure that you stay tuned. As always, hopefully this gives you guys some good perspectives as to why digital assets that actually provide utility aren't performing as well, what environment we currently operate in now. If you've made it this far, one last thing I want to say. in the near future, I have a firm belief that we will enter into a split environment where, yes, trading still exists and it will always be a portion of this digital asset ecosystem. But we will, in my personal opinion, enter into a utility-driven environment where utility-driven assets like XRP, like XL, so you guys catch the drift. I don't want to bore you guys to death with which assets I think provide utility, but you catch my drift, right? Will perform well. But when and only when we enter into a utility-driven market. So as always, many blessings to you guys, keeping it real with you all, always trying to show you guys some in-depth perspectives. I'm not saying to sell your long-term bags or anything like that. I'm just trying to physically show you guys why these digital assets are not performing as well as we'd like them to. And it is because of this. It is because this is one of the very main reasons why. We are in a trading environment, not a utility-driven environment. So pairs, digital assets that can be traded on DEXs, you can provide liquidity for these trading pairs, will perform way better than utility-driven assets in the now. Many blessings. I'll see you guys in the next video breakdown.